because also with you as well, and it's what I wanted to touch on a little bit, was the vans being done.
Oh, my vans, yeah. So
that alone, what's gone on with Sam is just a stress of having your own business, isn't it? It's constant with the other lad. But then on the other side of it, it was quite prolific on social media when the last time you had your van done.
Oh yeah,
you was literally.
I was done.
I'm getting out of the game, because what foreshadowed that?
Of how many times I've had my van broken into.
Yeah.
So I've had my van broken into 16 times.
Right. In what? 10 years?
10 years. No, in how long have I been doing it? So probably 18 years.
What goes on in Warwick?
Exactly, mate. You think it's fun? This is why we have to charge people like you who come over from Solihull and Knoll parking, because we don't know who's coming over.
No.
Yeah, 16 times.
It's not all in. I mean, I've been done where I am now 3 times in the last 4 years. I've only lived there 4 years, and I've been done 3 times.
You know where it is. I'm obviously not going to say where it is, but you'd know where it is.
Yeah. But yeah, 4:30 in the afternoon was one time. Where I am now,
You're just peeling doors.
They pulled up in front of me, and I was unloading my tools.
Yeah.
Because I used to empty them into my house every night.
Yeah.
Because I've been done so many times.
Yeah. Standard.
So going back to like the first time, because we used to travel the country, it was in pubs and restaurants, car parks. Yeah. So in the daytime, 11 o'clock in the day, I got both my Paslow nail guns nicked out the back of the van. They just drilled the lock.
And Chippy's gear is probably the most expensive.
Yeah, it's all power tools.
You've got to have all of the stuff.
If it's Festool as well.
Yeah. It's big dough.
Which it is.
Shout out to Festool.
One time I went on holiday 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'd emptied what I thought was most of my van. I left like a Paslow in there, which was like 7 years old. I was like, that's only 50 quid now, sort of thing. My radio, I thought, that's only 50 quid. Me chop saw, that's only 50 quid. So I left them in there, and it was at the time I had the Ford Transit where they were going around with the skeleton keys and just opening them up. Yeah. So I'd taken a lot of my gear out, put it in the house, went on holiday. 4 o'clock in the morning, I went on holiday, and I reckon when I found out, I passed the guy at the end of the road.
Probably let him out, flashed him.
Probably did. Because what had happened, we were gone on holiday, and then somebody put a post on Facebook who lived just round the corner. He was a plumber. Yeah. And he says, my van's
looking out for you lads, haven't we?
Yeah, you the one did it.
Sounded.
So yeah, he was. He put a post on Facebook saying my van's just been done. So I rang the sister-in-law and I says, can you just go around and check my van? She phoned me. She was like, the back doors are open. No. I was like, bastard. So yeah, me chop saw.
Like you say, that was Ford at the time with them keys. They could open everything.
Yeah. And that's all they've done, is they just opened it.
Yeah. I want to now see if anybody's been done more than you have.
I don't even think that's possible, is it? Like, I never heard nothing like that.
16 times.
There was a plumber who was on there who was like in semi-tears because he'd been done. How many times had he been done? Which plumber was that now?
I know what you mean.
16 times though, right? Anybody listening or watching, if you've been done more than 16 times,
with proof.
Yeah. But yeah, I've had ladders nicked off the top of the van.
But then, didn't you get, when you was where you are now, didn't you get done? Then you have to obviously replenish your stuff that you've had done. So they know it's going to be full.
You're insured at this point.
Yeah, I'm fully insured.
Yeah. How long's that taking to get your tools back?
More importantly, how much does your premium go?
Luckily it's not too bad. It hasn't gone up too much. But with Festool, you get the anti-theft. So then,
what do you get with them?
So when you buy a tool through Festool, you get 3 years warranty, anti-theft, and servicing. So if anything gets stolen within them first 3 years, you only pay £100, and you get that tool back. So with Festool, let's say the Festool, let's say a chop saw gets nicked.
That's why they're so expensive.
Yeah.
So, look at the Festool Capex 120. It's £1,200 saw. But if that gets stolen, you only pay £100, you get it back. Right. But you can only do that once in 3. You can only do it once on the tools. Yeah. So 4:30 in the afternoon, I've pulled up at home, I'm unloading my van, I've gone into the garden, come back out, and there's 2 lads inside of my van. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, you call the police, I'm going to come back and slit your throat.
Yeah, man, that's the thing, isn't it? Like what'd you do? Yeah, what'd you do?
So, but I got the registration of the car, rang the police. Obviously, you need a crime number for your insurance.
Yeah. So what did you do with that? He said that to you? You just stood there then?
I just stood there.
Thinking through?
Yeah.
I took...
Do I challenge this?
Yeah. But then when they see me coming out, they got the stuff out the side door of the van, which was I think what they've done is they've watched me walk away. And as I've walked away with my stuff and locked it, I think they've got out the car and pulled the handle to try and... Because because there was no sign of it there. Yeah. There was nothing. I know I locked it because I'm so caught. We've been done so many times. Just so cautious.
You're on the ball with it.
Yeah. So I think what they've done is they've watched me walk away, and as I've locked it, they've pulled the handle and it's just left it unlocked. So I've gone in the garden, come back out, and I've shouted at them, and they're like, "Oh, you call the police and all the rest of it."
So you're literally stood there,
watching them rob you?
From like here
That's
to there.
Disgusting, isn't it? Right?
Yeah. So obviously I've got the number plate off the back of the car. It was a Ford Focus ST. I've got the number plate, rang the police. it was a black car. So I've rang the police with the registration and
could it have been blue?
Yeah. And they were like,
it's white.
It's white. Yeah. And they were like, "Oh, that's a Volkswagen Beetle." I was like,
no,
it's not.
Of course it is.
So So anyway, that was that. I replaced the tool. They took my dust extractor and my SDS because my SDS was attached to because all the Festool stuff clipped together. So then 2 or 3 months later, I used to still take the stuff out the back of the van, put it into my kitchen. 2 or 3 months later, they've come back again, 2:30 in the morning, and literally just looked like they got a pair of grips on the back door and just twisted the handle, just snapped the barrel lock, and they've just snapped
Is this on the Vivaro?
No, this is in my house.
Oh, right.
This is in my house now.
No way.
So yeah, 2:30 in the morning, they've come down between our houses, climbed over the 6-foot gate, turned the light on the security, the PIR sensor, and then obviously twisted the back door lock, snapped it, and broke in, and all my Festool was in there, and they took the whole lot. Didn't even hear it.
So they went into the house?
Yeah, into my house. Yeah. So they've gone into my back door, and
Where
it was just
you two live? Sounds like Toxdeath or something.
He lives closer to you than what he lives to me.
Yeah. So it's so they've gone in my house and they've took the whole lot. I mean, I've got Festool and it's piled high, 4 piles, and they've been going in and out my house while I've been asleep.
Stuck in it.
Just because it's by
Like
the back
it's a
door.
shop.
So yeah,
Literally, like it's a shop.
So yeah, the wife woke up eventually and said, "Oh, there's someone by your van. They're carrying Festool boxes," and I was like, "Oh, they're in the van. Let them in the van."
Yeah, what am I doing now?
Yeah.
I've been through this enough to know the score.
Yeah, I've got little boxes in the van with Festool stuff in, with like little Festool boxes with little like raw plugs and hole saws. And I said, "No, let them take them." She's like, "No, they're big boxes." And I was like, "What?" And so anyway, I was like, got up, opened the bedroom window, and he's just shone a torch up at me. He's gone, "Cheers for the tools, you prick."
Whoa!
No.
Yeah. What the? Straight up. Cheers for the tools, you prick. And drove off. Got in the car. So yeah, I come downstairs and the back door's just swinging in the wind. I was like, then the wife walked in the garden, screamed through it. This is 2:30 in the morning. So yeah, that was that time. And then
don't marry a trader. That's all I'm going to say to you.
Yeah. So,
but like you just said, that was that time.
Yeah.
So then one.
So that's So first time was 2:30.
Then the missus is going to be losing the shit because someone's been in your house, haven't they?
Yeah. So then she. Obviously, so then it was like, right, tools are out of the house, get them in the van. So then it was like, right, extra alarm on the van. I didn't have the deadlock. I think if you put deadlocks on the van,
it's you're asking for it.
Yeah, it's like you've got something in there to hide. So tool insurance went, I maxed like 20 grand tool insurance, extra alarm on the van, ring doorbell, CCTV, gravel driveway this time as well. So I was like, right, because we did the driveways with next door by this time as well. And I said to the wife, "We'll have tarmac." "No, I don't want tarmac." "Right, we'll have gravel then because it's a noise."
Yeah.
But what they've done this time then, again, 2:30 in the morning, is they've come down between next door's car and he's got a T5 transporter. They've come down there, crossed the flower bed between the houses, climbed up on top of me shed, I got a little brick coal shed. They've climbed up on top of there, walked across the top of my fence, across the top of the gate, moved the security camera on the side of the house, turned the light again, opened the door where the little coal bunker, like coal shed is, gone in there, there's nothing in there, gone down my garden, gone in a little shed where I keep like kids' bikes and bouncy castles and stuff in there, nothing in there, gone behind that and broke the padlock on there where I keep the garden stuff, so like the lawnmower. I had a brand new still battery blower and strimmer. They took the blower but left the strimmer, and then they went down to my shed. I just built a man cave at the bottom of my garden, and they broke the lock on the patio. I got sets of patio doors. They broke the lock, and I think it's exactly the same people because it was the way it was done. Unless it's that's how they do it, but same
But to go to like, it's meticulously planned, isn't it? So
they brought a Milwaukee. I got like you open a Howden's account, you get a free Milwaukee thing. So my grandma got an account at Howden's, and I got a free Milwaukee radio. But I only knew they'd been down my shed because then on the way out, because there was nothing in the sheds, on the way out they did my van, and they've put like a little screwdriver. What they've done is they've come out in between the houses and then just reached around and put the hand straight over the ring doorbell. So then that blocks the ring doorbell.
So you haven't seen them.
So then I haven't seen them, and then all of a sudden I've heard the van alarm going off because it's like quite loud. It changes tones as well as it does. So of course the wife's looked at the ring doorbell and she's like, "There's 2 lads in the back of your van. There's 2 lads in the back of the van."
You're like,
So then when I've gone down, open the front door, because we locked the front door, locked the back door, and put the keys in the middle of the house, sort of thing. By the time I've realised what's going on, got down, they've gone. So yeah.
Have you ever thought about moving?
Yeah, several times. Yeah.
So was that the last time?
So that was the last time.
So you went on social media that the following day. I remember it, and you was like, "I'm done.
I'm literally
getting out
done.
of carpentry now."
Yeah, man. Right.
So because they took, luckily,
it just batters you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's disgusting though, right? Because it's not. That's taking food out of your kid's mouth.
Yeah.
Literally, like it's not just a set of tools in a van. Like you are taking away the ability to earn money.
Yeah. Well, the last time when they came into my house, the time before that one, they took everything. Yeah. So I had to go into Screwfix and spend 50 quid just on a drill because then you have to claim through the insurance.
Yeah,
so how long does that turnaround take? So like when you've got your claim on the go, you've proven everything you want. Like so, you've got no tools here. How long to the point you can trade again with tools?
So Festool were absolutely fantastic. I phoned Festool the next day, give them the crime reference number, and within 7 days I had 10 tools replaced.
Really,
which was really good. Fantastic dust extractors and all the rest. I had 10 tools turn up.
And that goes like you said. That's why they're that expensive.
Yeah.
Because of that backup.
Yeah.
You would going to get new stuff again. You would now buy Festool.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even know they did that. To be honest.
And then my tool insurance is with Aviva,
right.
And that was a bit more tricky because then what you have to do is a spreadsheet, and you have to try and remember every tool that you got, and you have to work it all out, and then
that's where somebody like Armed comes in when you
yes. I was in talks with Armed last year. Actually, was it last year or earlier this year? My insurance runs out in September, so I was in talks with them because they've just done that new tracker as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
The thing. So I was in talks with them about doing their insurance and stuff. I still haven't replaced today tools that got stolen. So when it got done the last time, it was 7,000. If I was to buy them all new again, it was £7,048, I think it was, or something stupid like that, for everything that got stolen. Luckily, I was on a kitchen, so when I do a kitchen, I tend to leave a lot of my tools there. Right. So if my van was full, they'd have had a lot more. But yeah, £7,050. Let's say £7,050 was what it was valued at to go and buy it again, and the insurance paid out £3,000. Yeah. So I was already £4,000 out of pocket. So I went to Screwfix and brought some cheap Boa tools.
Yeah.
Although I absolutely love Festool, a lot of my tools are still Festool. I was like, I can't justify spending that kind of money again.
Makes perfect sense.
To get
Absolutely.
How
many times
again.
have you been hit where you are?
3 times.
Right.
So 3 times where I am. I've only been there 4 years.
Yeah.
So 4 years was April, and I've been done 3 times there. In the old house where I used to live, it was like a cul-de-sac. I got done twice there. But you got your name all plastered over your van because you don't want to be a white van man. Yeah. And it's advertising as well, isn't it?
There's pros and cons. I've had this conversation with.
He's Captain Brand over here.
The
white van man, you're sandwiched in between.
Yeah. I'm very much for putting your branding out. Yeah, letting people know what it is. I think if the guy's going to break into your van, it doesn't matter whether it's branded or not. They're coming in it.
Yeah.
But that's a whole new story.
Yeah. But you just don't challenge them either, though, because you don't know. Everybody says to me, do you challenge them?
It's not worth it, is it?
Well, they know where I live. They know who I am because of what I do.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are. I mean, I've got CCTV footage of the 3 of them from the last time coming into my garden. They're all balaclavaed up.
Yeah,
they're all tooled up.
Sometimes the camera is worse because you're seeing them taking your stuff.
Yeah.
And they're balaclavaed up. You ain't going to get nothing from it. Yeah. It's as simple as that.
One of them walks in and actually waves at the camera. The next one comes in and sort of dances around. But you can see...
The next one called you a prick.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally as he walks off
Yeah.
for your tools.